Good morning friends and welcome. Today I'm going to mount a new windshield on my Honda X ADV 750. The highest position gives me still some wind buffering on my helmet. I'm 188 centimeters tall. So I try to find a solution to get the wind buffering and the noise away from my helmet, because for motovlogging it's important to have good audio. My first try was to mount a wind deflector here on the top. It's quite easy, just put it on top. There are 2 screws on the back to fix it, so very easy. In the highest position you get about 8.5 centimeters in height. Of course you can change the position, turn it to the top so it's more straight. You can change the angle again, a little bit more to the front. So different positions, but still I tested it. You will see it in the video later when I do my road testing. It's still not high enough for my size. I still get a lot of wind on my helmet. This is how you change the position of the windshield. Just open here, then pull, and then you can change in 5 different positions. Okay, now we start to mount the new windscreen. First loosen these bolts. You need an Allen key. It's a 5, size 5. So quite easy. Just take 4 bolts out. They have some rubber washers on the back so don't lose them. And the last one, just hold the windshield. Perfect. So just carefully. So that's number 1. So here it comes, the new windshield. Just carefully mount it in the same holes. So it's very easy to change. Just 4 screws and that's it. Easy. So it's in the highest position. You can lower the shield a little bit here on these mounts, but the highest position will be fine for me. Just tighten the screws. Because it's plastic, don't tighten the screws too much, so very careful. So for a size comparison, I will show you the old windshield in comparison to the new one. So if we put it here on the same marker, you see it's a little bit longer on the bottom side, a little bit wider, not that much, a little bit wider here. So if we compare the length on the top, we have nearly 16 centimeters more. So this should be enough. Okay, looks great, the new one. This is a tall windshield from Puig. You also get it in a tinted version. This is the clear one, because for motovlogging it's better to have it clear, that you can see a little bit more. This is the original one, just for a comparison. The original one is tinted a little bit. It's a little bit grayish, but you can see we have the new one is a little bit wider here, a little bit here, and of course much longer on the top. This is not original here on the windscreen. I just put it there that everyone knows it's a Honda. Okay, the mounting was very easy, just 4 screws. The look overall, yeah, of course it's much higher, but the shape and the look, I like it. So this is the low position, the lowest one. Looks quite nice too. Of course, much longer than the original one. Okay, there's only one thing to do, and this is doing a test ride and check if it's better than before, if there's less wind noise on my helmet. So I'm quite curious, and let's go. Okay, so here we are on a short test ride with the new windshield of Puig. It's a higher windshield than the original one, and I'm quite curious to see if it helps with the wind noise and the wind buffering on my helmet at higher speeds, because at city speeds it's no problem. As you can hear, sound should be perfect on my mic. So how is the positioning? If I'm sitting really straight, then I can look over the shield. If I'm sitting a little bit more relaxed and more down, then I'm looking through the shield, which is okay. And I also can vary the height of the shield, just put it one step or two positions down. It's a little bit wider here on the top, not that much, just a little bit wider on the bottom, and it's going more down than the original one. It's stable, it's solid, same quality than the original windshield, so I can see no difference there. But the most important thing for me is, does it help with the wind noise on my helmet? Let's see how it is if I open the visor. Yeah, absolutely okay. I mean, all in all, the windshield, it's quite slim. Yeah, it's more height now, but the shape is more slim. I'm going on a country road now just to see how the wind handles at higher speeds, and if the windshield is stable or if there's any shaking or wobbling. But as far as I can see, it's the same as the original. I like the black here in the middle, looks cool. Still open visor. How does it sound? I think we have a lot of wind now, and I have a lot of wind in my eyes. If I sit a little bit more straight, it's better. Strange, but at this speed, always better to close the visor. So first impression, for sure better than the original one. The wind now, if I check here, goes right over my helmet, so the wind is here in this area. If I go down with my hand, I have hardly no wind here. So when I'm going to the side with my hand, here is wind. Here it's good. Here the wind is stronger, so it keeps my body quite away from the wind, and on the top the wind starts here. So you can see this area here is very good out of the wind. It starts here and it starts on the top of my helmet, so perfect, much better than before. And maybe I change to the middle position just to see how it handles when the windshield is more down, but the highest position for my size, perfect for sure. Not as loud as before. It's a very good result, not very expensive. You can change it very fast, just 4 screws and 5 minutes, and you can change back to the original one, just in case you want to have a smaller one in summertime. But for my road trips, for travel, this seems to be a good solution. To the middle position now. Let's see how it works. Okay, still very good. Now I'm of course looking completely over the windshield. The airflow is here, a little bit more on the top of my helmet, but still very good. Still my chest is out of the wind. The wind starts here, so right on my shoulders, very nice. And the noise at the helmet is pretty fine. Okay, so this is position 2 from the top, not the highest one, one position more down. Now I'm looking completely over the windshield. Even if I'm sitting relaxed, my view is directly over the windshield. The wind starts here, so my helmet's out of the wind at the top. It starts here, so in this area, Still okay. Maybe I would prefer this position instead of the highest one, because I'm always looking over the shield. Just depends how the audio on my helmet is. How does it sound? It's very windy, so maybe there's some wind noise on the microphone. And now the windshield is in the lowest position. Okay, of course, now there's lots of wind on my helmet. I think you can hear it. Nope. So when you go something like 100k, sounds too loud for my taste. But if you go slow in summertime and you want some fresh air on your helmet, it's perfect. So now the wind is, yeah, it's directly on my helmet. Okay, the windshield is back in a higher position, much more comfortable. Not in the highest one, it's position 4, but this is a good one for me. I can comfortably look over the windshield, not noisy in any way. I'm driving with an open visor now. One advantage of the Puig tall windshield is, compared to the Puig wind deflector mounted on top of the original windshield, there are no mounts in the view. I mean, what do you say? Does it look better? I can show you the other angle now, when to not have this black holders and mounts here directly in the view. So everything is free now. What do you think? For comparison, I show you the other view. Which one is better? So all in all, easy modification, not that expensive. The Puig windshield handles very good for me. Takes the airflow over my helmet, keeps the wind buffering away. I hope the audio is better on my helmet camera. So good investment for travels. I put the link down in the description if you are interested, and if you have any questions, write it down in the comments. So if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing down below. This would be really appreciated. And if you drive safe. See you in the next video, and cheers.